Well, State Senator Tim Kennedy made it official today. He is the first announced candidate to throw his hat in the ring to replace Congressman Brian Higgins.
Higgins, of course, announced over the weekend that he would be leaving the House of Representatives this February. Kennedy sat down and talked about it with Two on Your Side's Dave McKinley.
Now 47, Tim Kennedy has held political office since he was 28 in the Erie County Legislature for 6 years before being elected to the state Senate, where he's been since 2011. Now he has his eyes set on Congress. How much of this is a desire to serve as opposed to a political opportunity for Tim Kennedy?
Well, the easy opportunity is to do nothing and to stay where I'm at in the Senate and to continue to do the work that I'm doing. This is something that I believe very strongly. We need good people in Congress.
He described Higgins as one of them, and the two have been joined at the hip politically through all of his years in office.
I work to try to emulate what Congressman Higgins does and has done.
How might you differ from Congressman Higgins?
What I'm going to do down in Washington, D.C. is emulate his work.
We did press him on one issue that would require the backing of a congressional representative, the proposed expansion of the Metro Rail to Amherst. It's something Higgins had championed before turning cool to the idea in recent years. I'd like to put you on record. If you were elected to Congress, could we expect you to fight for an expansion of Metro Rail to Amherst?
Certainly, not only Amherst, but other areas of our community.
This district is about as blue as Congressman Langworthy's district is red.
Despite that, Erie County Republican Chair Michael Crocker expects the GOP will field a candidate. He sees a potential free-for-all with a special election to replace Higgins in April, followed less than 2 months later by a primary before the general election next November.
If you're ever interested in pursuing a campaign in the 26th district, an environment like this is the time you want to do it. There's going to be, I think, probably maybe some jockeying on the Democratic side.
Do you expect any opposition from members of your own party who might want this seat as well?
Look, there are going to be candidates that come forward with a seat like a United States congressional seat. There's always going to be other candidates.
So you would expect some others to.
Certainly.
And other names being bandied about by pundits as potential candidates include Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown, State Senator Sean Ryan, and Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz, none of whom have announced plans to run. On your side in the studio, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.
Dave,